Well, welcome. This is Low Whisper, and we're going to be playing some Rust. Now, this is PVE, but it's very much like the original Vanilla. I do like the fact that there is raidable bases, so I guess you would say Vanilla Plus. Uh, but you don't have any built-in backpacks. As soon as we log into the server, normally you're along the beach, and you'll be naked and afraid. Usually you end up pretty much a big rock that you can use to get wood and stone and kind of defend yourself, and a torch so you could see in the dark very well. So let's get into it. Here we are along the beach. Gonna take a look inventory wise. We're naked and afraid, and there's that rock, and there's our torch. There is no built-in backpack or anything like that. G gives you the map. As you can see, here's raidable bases here. Red is hard, blue is expert, yellow medium, and see if we can, here's a green over here. That is easy. So first things first, we're right here, fishing village is right here. And you can see all the points of interest on the map. Now, we need food, we need water. So a lot of times along the beach, you can find some little food crates that'll give you food, water, things like that. Radiation pills sometimes. Oh, and here's one right here. So we got an apple, we got a piece of corn, and we got a bottle of water. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this food, and then we'll drink a little bit of water here. Doesn't give you much, but it does give you some. Here's a piece of hemp here. We'll grab this. And here's another piece of hemp that you can use to get your cloth. There's a stone. So I'm going to go up this tower here in a moment and see what we can find up there in the barrels and boxes. Another couple of hemp points. And as you can hear, there's wolves nearby, so we're gonna head up this ladder, get out of their range. And as you can see them right there, there's two wolves. We're better off up here. I don't see anything here, so it may be there just isn't anything on this server. Every server is different, pretty much, so I think the best bet, since we do have some wolves, don't really have anything to fight wolves at the moment, so our best bet is we can head out to the lighthouse. There's a hemp plant down there. You have to be careful with monuments, especially when you have no armor, no clothes. Radiation are in places. There's a crate. Grab this. We got 5 scrap, and scrap is money. So I'm going to go ahead and take, we don't have much, but we have enough cloth to make a little bit of clothes, pants and shirts anyway. As you can see, I'm not going to get that green key card, but we're not going to need it at the moment. We'll go up here to up the stairs. You can see there is a recycler. Well, we don't have much to put in there right now, but we do have a little bit, and every little bit helps. So we have some pants. You can see it helps our heat, our radiation resistance, and also if animals bite. So as you can see, that's what we have in inventory. I'm just going to head back down. Took a little bit of hit, but that's okay. I'll go over here and get this other hemp plant. We do need a hatchet, pickaxe, things like that, so we can collect wood and stone a lot quicker than a lot. See, 10 cloth thing. There's a whole bunch of hemp. Grab some wood while we're right here. I'm going to, as you can see, the sun is setting over there in the west. We have another 50 hemp cloth, so what we'll do is make a pair of boots, make some wood armor and gloves, and we're going to make some headgear. That'll help us a little bit. Get some booties, and you can see we're slowly becoming more resistant to cold, radiation, and being bit by animals. Now we have 23 scrap. You can't find much with that. We need to find some more stone, and then we'll be able to make us a stone hatchet, stone pickaxe. But right along the beach you can find all sorts of wood in the beginning, as you can see. Okay, got a little bit of wood here. Let's grab some of this stone so we can make a hatchet, pickaxe. And as you can see, it did dark. We're going to make a stone hatchet and a stone pickaxe. Over here by these trees, get some wood. You want to hit that X, but as you can see in the dark, it's kind of hard to tell where the left is. We need to make a tool cupboard for our base. That takes 1,000 wood just by itself. And we also got to find more food. As you can see, our food's down to 76. Need a little bit more hemp, so get some cloth so we can make a sleeping bag. That way, if you die, you can spawn right at your base and not out in the beach somewhere. So, since I'm getting more and more wood, let's go ahead and make this tool cupboard. We'll also make our hammer, and we'll make our building plan. We'll go ahead and we can actually make a door. Gonna make a couple of locks. That still leaves us a little bit of wood, so we'll get to the next tree here. While all of our stuff is crafting. See where we're at here. These are rivers, fresh water. You can also find food to eat along these rivers. So I think what we'll do right now is, we know we're right here. We're just going to head north over here by the junkyard and get over there, and we can find lots of food, theoretically. Okay. Just point north. We're going to head across the water here. Also, you got to watch out for wild animals, wolves, bears, pigs. Deer aren't going to bother you. Chickens are around. In the colder regions, you got polar bears, grizzly bears. In the warmer climate areas, biomes. You see, we're a little cold, -4 Celsius, but it's not enough to lose health with it. Somebody's base, they got a wind turbine up there, supplying some electricity. I think it would be a good idea to build the first little small base right there at the freshwater river. That way you have a ready supply of food and water. As you can see, we're coming along the shoreway here. We may see some food crates along the way. As you can see, it's just before the dawn. That raid base you can see up ahead. This is jungle, this darker green. So we'll kind of be right on the border between warm weather and jungle. Somebody's built a bridge here across. Is that raid base up under the bubble? Here's from him. So what I'm going to do is there's a chest. Pumpkins are the best food. They give you both hydration and food. There's also corn. Just going to grab this template all over the place right here. The jungle biome has big cat, tiger, panther, black panther, also crocodiles, which are terrifying when they jump out at you, because they're huge compared to you. I think it'd be good if we did a small base right here. Gonna unload some of this stuff. Not doing anything fancy right now. It's some place to call home, so to speak. That's about all I'm gonna do. Didn't really want to do that. But all the nope, can't remove it that way. Let's go ahead and make that sleeping bag. Okay, sleeping bag down. Nothing real fancy, but it gets us started. You always want to upgrade from twig to at least wood. Otherwise, oops, ran out of wood. So, out here, there's some trees right here. Clearly stone here. We also made that door earlier. For right now, I'm going to put our strap, our metal, and this in here. Save that. Also store your hammer, your building plan in the tool cupboard. You know, at least that way, as you can see, we have a sleeping bag. If I was to die instead of here and somewhere here along the beach, I'm going to, I can choose to go right to the beach. We need stone. We could make a bow and some arrows. Lots of hemp around. Just looking for stone real quick. Well, I heard a bear. There's a bear right there. Head over here toward the rocky hill. We got a nice little base there. A bunch of wheat growing. There's a mini copter, somebody's flying around. There's one node there of stone. Man, some days you just can't find stone. Hey, there's a dome. We'll have to check that out on the next episode. There's a node there, but the way the sun is, it's hard to tell what it is. Wheat is nice because it doesn't degrade over time and turn into garbage. I think that's good for the stone for the moment. You can open your map with G, and if you right-click on something with your mouse, you can put a marker there. So as you see up on your compass, you can just follow that compass mark. We're going to head back to the base, put a little stone into the tool cupboard. We should be able to make a bow, some arrows. And I'm just keeping my eyes open for stone along the way if I happen to run into him. Since arrows take a good bit of stone to make them. Grab this hemp. Get a little bit more scrap right here and see what we can get. Rope, we can make ladders and things. Go ahead and get the sulfur whatever. And as you can see, there's some honey up there. You can actually make your own beehives. You can also eat the honey. You can hear those big cats coming if they're stalking you, and they will stalk you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw this in there. And we're going to make a bow, a hunting bow. We're also going to make 2 pieces of wood armor. And we're also going to make, can't make many arrows yet. Let's just make 20 arrows because you get 2 each. So we'll make 20 of those. We can save these worms. And right now we're just going to make a small chest. And I'll put it right there. As you can see, that adds a little bit of protection from explosions, and we're getting better as far as protections from heat and this. These arrows up here, and get this stuff into here. You know, things like these you can't save in the tool cover, but you can save not your sulfur, but you can do your metal ores, things like that. And we want to put a little bit. As you can see, we're pretty much good for a couple of days. 2 days, 13 hours. So we've got our little box going. I don't have enough wood at the moment to. So I'm just going to throw these in here. We're going to keep our rope. That comes in handy. We're going to put our cloth in here. We've got some stone. We're going to just kind of hold on to that right now. We can plant that hemp outside. This is going to be recycled, these road signs, and we'll throw our sulfur in here. And we'll recycle that. You can also, when you find a water bottle or a water can, you can go here to the water and highlight it down on your toolbar. And as you can see, you can fill your water back up. But at least now we have a bow. We have 20 arrows available. I'm going to grab this tree real quick because I kind of went through my making the arrows. I just grabbed a little bit of wood here, gives me another 600. And I'm going to just store this wood in here for now. And I'm going to take this hemp seed and just, oops. And you can see all this hemp will grow, and if another player doesn't grab it. I made this 3 blocks long just so we can put some workbenches along here as we build them. As you can see, if you search for bin, whoops, helps if you spell it right. Repair benches. This is a workbench level 1. Nowadays, workbench level 2 and level 3 need these basic blueprint fragments you gotta find. The workbench 3 needs 5 advanced ones. So there's also research benches and also this engineering workbench. That's how you can get things like the solar panels, electrical stuff, and that kind of thing. But that's where we're at. As you can see, we're kind of at least got some basic clothing and armor. So we're good there. We will, when we get back on the next episode, I'm going to go along the roads and loot as much stuff as possible from barrels and boxes. And we need some thread to go along with our cloth. We'll make at least a basic backpack that'll hold 12 items. So you have this inventory. Then also once you get a backpack or find a larger backpack, then you can carry a lot more stuff. So that's where we're at, and this is where we're going to quit. And until next time, this is Low Whisper out.